Hello everyone, it's Ed bringing you all things Leeds. I hope you're all doing really well and welcome to the match preview for Saturday's Yorkshire derby, a West Yorkshire derby between Huddersfield Town and Leeds United. It's the early game as well with a kick-off time of 12:30pm. Now before I get fully into this match preview, I do just want to apologise for a few things. Firstly, for the lack of content over these past few weeks. I have been posting out regular match previews and reviews, and the career mode that just hasn't gone up again, has it? So apologies for the lack of content over the last few weeks and months. But for those of you who don't know, I am in my third and final year of my sports journalism course at university, and that takes priority over most things really, especially this YouTube channel. I'm afraid that's just how it goes. A lot of work in third year of university, and a lot of time and effort has to go into it. So yeah, that's been a big priority, but I have still been doing all the podcasts, weekly podcasts. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying those. The support on those has been tremendous, so thank you very much for that. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying those. But I finished for Christmas now, so regular content will be going out over these next few weeks until the new year. So I'm looking forward to all of that. But again, sorry for the lack of content, and thank you for sticking by me. I also want to apologise for the quality of this video. I am recording on my phone, and that's why it's not the usual backdrop. That's because my SD card broke on me, and like an idiot, I don't have a second SD card, so I've had to use Plan B and go with my phone. But a new tripod has come from Amazon, the Joby Gorilla Pod. So yeah, this is quite a nice setup, I think. Probably going to be using this for match reviews. So hopefully you guys like this setup and like the quality of video. Hopefully you guys can manage. And I also want to apologise for the way I look and the way I sound. I am very ill right now. I'm suffering from a thing called man flu. So, for those of you who don't know, but I've got my Lemsip here. It's nice. So yeah, I am on the mend, so you're going to have to bear with me for this video. But let's get into this match preview. Let's stop with all the rambling now. This game, Saturday's game, it's a game that Leeds United should be winning, really, in my opinion. It's a game that Leeds United should be winning fairly comfortably. To be honest, Leeds United are, of course, on fantastic form. In our previous game last Saturday, we thrashed Jonathan Woodgate's Middlesbrough side 4-0 at Ellen Road. What a dominant display that was from Leeds United. If you want my full thoughts on that game, then make sure you go and check out the latest episode of the All Things Leeds podcast. But that win was, of course, Leeds United's fifth consecutive win. It extended our unbeaten run to 8 games, and we're in a great position in the Championship League table as well. We currently sit second on 40 points. We are 5 points above Fulham, who are in third place. We are still 2 points behind league leaders West Bromwich Albion, though, who go up against Swansea City at home this Sunday. But regardless of that, we are in a fantastic position. We're in a position where we can afford to drop points. Obviously, we don't want to drop points. We want to continue our great run. But we are in a fantastic position. That cannot be said, though, about our upcoming opponents, Huddersfield Town. No, Huddersfield Town, of course, got relegated from the Premier League last season. A dreadful season for them that time around. And they're having a dreadful season so far this year too. After 19 league games, they've drawn 6, lost 9 and only won 4. They're currently in 19th place in the Championship table on 18 points, just 2 points above the relegation zone. And they're already on their second manager of the season in Danny Cowley, who arrived from League One side Lincoln City in September, along with his brother Nicky, who is his assistant manager. And to be fair to them, under the circumstances, they have done quite well, especially at the beginning of their reign. And I remember that they went on a really good unbeaten run of 7 games. But recently their form has dipped again, and they go into this weekend's game having not picked up a victory in any of their last 4 games, 2 draws and 2 losses there. However, they are unbeaten in their last 6 home games though, 2 wins and 4 draws, so that's pretty good, and that's something that we need to watch out for. But recently, as I said, they haven't picked up a victory in any of their last 4 games. Their last game, last Saturday, they got thrashed 5-2 away at Bristol City, so they could be very short on confidence at the moment. They could be very, very vulnerable, or they could be fired up and ready to bounce back against their biggest rival, Leeds United, in this Yorkshire derby on Saturday. I hope Leeds United are up for it. We need to be up for it, really. I know that I said that Leeds United should be winning this game comfortably, but no game in the Championship is easy. Every game is tough. Everyone beats everyone. And in Yorkshire derbies, form does tend to go out the window, doesn't it? And Huddersfield Town, they do have some good players as well that we need to watch out for. Yes, they're going through an injury crisis right now, but their striker, Grant, he scored 11 goals so far this season. He is one to watch out for. But as I say, it's a game that we should be winning. Leeds United, really. We need to show them who's boss in West Yorkshire. So let's keep our great run going, Leeds, especially heading into this very busy and tough festive period. But if Leeds United are wanting to continue their good run of form, they will have to do it without 24-year-old midfielder Calvin Phillips, who is arguably our best player, as he will be serving a one-match ban after picking up his 5th yellow card of the season against Middlesbrough last weekend because of a very silly challenge. Really, that Middlesbrough game was a cut-off as well, so a very, very silly challenge from Calvin Phillips, that one. And it's very unfortunate, but there's nothing we can do about it. We're going to have to cope without him. So who will play there? Now Marcelo Bielsa was hinting in his press conference this week that we could see centre-back Ben White take up that defensive midfield role while Berardi comes in at centre-back. We of course did see that towards the end of that Middlesbrough win last week. And I thought it went well. I thought it did fine. Ben White has apparently been training in that defensive midfield role all week. So he's learning the ropes in that position. And I reckon he can play that. I reckon he can do a good job there. We've seen it, he's come into midfield, made those runs and made some nice passes. He's good on the ball, he's tall, he's got a bit of pace about him and he can put a challenge in. So, I reckon Ben White could do a good job there. I've seen a few people suggest that Mateusz Klich should probably move back. I personally wouldn't drop him back. Of course, he scored 2 goals in the last game, so I wouldn't drop him back. And I also don't think he can play in defensive midfield, Mateusz Klich. I think he's better moving forward and creating chances. If Adam Forshaw was fit, I'd put him in there, but Bielsa did tell us this week that he is still out and there's no indication on his return yet, so that's an interesting one to watch out for. The only other option, really, apart from Ben White, would be to bring in under-23s player Alfred McCalmont. He seems like the almost perfect replacement, really. That's probably a too big a game for Alfred McCalmont, really, to make his Championship debut in. So, my preferred option there is Ben White, and I think that's what Bielsa will go with. On Saturday, Leeds will also be without 20-year-old Jamie Shackleton. Bielsa told us that he's going to be out for a further 2 to 3 weeks, unfortunately, and that's a similar time frame to Tyler Roberts as well, who is also still out with injury. So hopefully all those guys who are out have strong and speedy recoveries, obviously. Now Leeds, we don't have a good recent record against Huddersfield Town at all. We've lost all 3 of our previous meetings with them, but we of course haven't played them since that 2016-17 season when they got promoted. It's a completely different scenario now this time around when it comes to playing, and we're the better team and we need to prove it, really, and I think we will. I think Leeds United will prove it. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win to Leeds United. Which was the score when Leeds last beat them in November the 7th, 2015, under Steve Evans. Many may remember Alex Mowat's screamer in that game. But yeah, that was the result last time we beat them, 3-0 in 2015, and I'm going to go with that scoreline again. So 3-0 win to Leeds United, I'm predicting. I'm very confident about this one. Of course, let me know all your guys' score predictions in the comments below, and all of your thoughts heading into Saturday's game against Huddersfield Town in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. That would be very much appreciated. If you're brand new around here, make sure to subscribe and follow on all our social media platforms and everything. Again, apologies for the lack of content and the quality of this video. Hopefully you guys have still enjoyed anyway, and like I said, if you have enjoyed, make sure to give the video a like. Also, you may see that painting there. That was done by Andy McVeigh, or the Burley Banksy. I'll leave his Twitter handle in the description box if you want him to paint you something. You can hit him up and he'll paint you something like that. There was a bargain price as well, so yeah, very, very happy with that purchase. So thank you very much to him. But yeah, as I said, like, share, subscribe, and do what you need to do. And yeah, enjoy Saturday's game away at Huddersfield Town, for those of you who are going, for those who are watching on TV, on a stream. Hopefully you all enjoy, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.